This is Afternoon Sports Slay. We have the former heavyweight champion of the world, Buster Douglas, the author of one of the greatest upsets in boxing. All right, Mr. Douglas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right. So I gotta ask you, what does this event mean to you? Definitely the Hall of Fame banquet, the Gallup Hall of Fame banquet. What does this mean to you today?
Well, it's an awesome accomplishment and achievement. Coming up in the amateur boxing program, being involved in the Golden Glove, winning it a few times, it was a great experience, and it's all about just coming full circle, giving back.
Absolutely. See, we love that Slayers and Slayettes. It's all about giving back. So I got to ask you, too, since you brought that up. So the National Golden Gloves is coming to Detroit this upcoming week. It's been on a hiatus since 24 years. What does that also mean, too, for it to come back to the city of Detroit? It hasn't been here in 24 years. Is that, is that such a big deal to you as well?
No doubt. It's, National Golden Gloves, no matter where it's held at, it's always been in a nice environment and a great venue and a great achievement to be involved in a great accomplishment to win it.
Absolutely. So I'm going to ask you just one other last question. So it's Mother's Day. We're going to salute to all the women. Who are some of the women that impacted your life or inspired you, that helped you along the way?
Right off, I have to say my mother was very inspirational to me. She's my best friend, and it was just, she meant a lot to me, and I miss her tremendously. She passed over 30 years now, but, it's been a great memory and great fond memories of having my mother around in my life through most of my life.
So we are at the Motor City Casino Hotel. This is a legendary day here in Detroit. We have Donnie Broadway and Mrs. Broadway. It's a pleasure to meet both of you. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right. And also, how's your lovely wife?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. Very proud.
Okay, great. So what does this event mean to you today, being honored at this Hall of Fame banquet?
He's overwhelmed.
I'm sorry about getting emotional, but this is probably the best thing that's ever happened, other than my wife. This is probably the best thing that's ever happened.
So I gotta ask you too, Mr. Broadway, what does it mean too? Because the National Golden Gloves is going to be in Detroit. It's been on a 24-year hiatus. So what does that mean as well?
Oh, it's great. I'm glad to see it in Detroit. Detroit always had a good turnout at the fights. Chicago, Detroit, Cincinnati.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad to see it.
And one last thing, tell me also a little bit about yourself for the up-and-coming rising stars and people that's just getting into boxing. What are some of your accomplishments that you would want the world to know so that your legacy continues to live on?
Okay, I won the National Golden Gloves in '64. I got inducted into the Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia Boxing Hall of Fame for coaching, because I had 35 national champions that I developed myself. Best thing that ever happened to me. It kept me out of the streets. I come up from a family with 14 children was in my family. I was the youngest boy, and I had to fight to get a biscuit back then. But it's best. People don't have any idea how great it is to be with good people. And that's what this is all about, good people. I had, like I said, 35 national champions, and I just wanted to give back to what was given to me. Yeah.
So you heard it here first, Slayers and Slayettes. It's about being with good people. It's about love, treating people kindly. Absolutely. Loving and caring. This the Queen, Micah K. You heard it here first. I'm done.